Hello, hello, hello. It's that time of the month again. Full moon. And that's why we're reviewing I.O. Brightside Mix. Oh, the artwork's kind of riffing on the artwork from OVO on the bonus disc. Kind of. Oh, where to start? But first I'm going to explain. I like words. I like words. Sometimes I've been paid to write words. I've got 2 A levels in English. Yeah, don't ask about that. But I like the words. I enjoy the words. That's just put it out there because I might rant a bit about words. I might rant. I might even rave. For those of you who aren't in the loop, Mr. Peter Gabriel, he of Genesis fame, is a member of Bandcamp now, which is a self-publishing music platform. Because it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough for us little people to have Bandcamp to ourselves. All the big people had to come along and ruin it. But that's beside the point. He's got this monthly Full Moon Club, which he used to do back in the past with the Up album. He used to do it. I'd always do this preamble to explain the context. And so every month he releases an album track. There isn't an album. The albums are called I.O., but there isn't an album because he's releasing it. He's dribbling it one track at a time. But we also get an alternate mix on the Half Moon, and also there's sometimes a performance mix or a live version as well. So you get maybe about 3 tracks a month of the same thing, and that's where we're at. And so we've got I.O., which is about the oh god, how many's it been? I can't remember. How long's it been? Because it's we've had quite a few tracks now, haven't we? Is it 4? Is it 4? Is it 4? Where, how many has it been? I wish it could take you to your collection. Where's the collection? Where is my collection? Yeah, so it's we've had Panopticon, The Court, Playing for Time, and I.O. So we're 4 tracks into the album. 4 tracks. And I.O. is, of course, the title track of the record. So it's going to have to be good. It's going to be a good one. Musically, it's all right. It's got a chorus. It's got chorus. But it's the lyrics. It's the lyrics that I need to dwell upon. For Peter Gabriel, it's probably written one of the worst songs of his catalogue. It makes Family Snapshot seem like a work of genius. This is one step away from me and my teddy bear. So what is I.O. all about? Well, it's about the interconnectedness of things, and I like that theme. You know, it's something that's dear to my heart. So again, I knew again just by I.O. what it was going to be about. I had a funny feeling in me marrow that I knew it was going to be about the interconnectedness of things. For are we not the summation of our human experience? Notice how I use my words there to paint a vivid picture, a summation of our human experience. 5 words, right? Gabriel reduces this to stuff coming out, stuff going in. Firstly, I've got to take exception. It's the wrong way round, Pete. It should be stuff going in, stuff coming out. For is not the song called I-O. No, don't thank me, folks. Don't thank me. I'm just pointing out one of the main flaws of the song. But instead he's got stuff coming out, stuff going in. The word stuff, I have a real big issue with, and it's stuff is it's a throwaway word. It's a word of the things that have no they're inconsequential things. You know, I don't know, I threw some stuff in the bin, I took some stuff to the dump, I'm dealing with some stuff. You know, it's the stuff you don't want to talk about. But he's relegated this word. What he's done, he hasn't. He's actually promoted the word to mean bigger things. He's talking about the sum of his human experience. He's turned it into stuff. So he's got some stuff coming out and stuff going in. And by using the word stuff, it sounds like he's, I don't know, either suffering from norovirus or he's incontinent. He's got stuff coming out. Oh, it's terrible when you've got stuff coming out. And he's got stuff going in. But he's mainly got stuff coming out. Right? So he's reduced the summation of his human experience to stuff coming out, stuff going in. I'm just a part of everything. Again, I'm referring you to many, many times I've spoken about artists who are now living their own vacuum. They've got no producer, they've got no record company, I don't think they've got anyone, not even members of the band, because all the members of the band are probably sitting there going, man, I really like this paycheck, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut. Because again, if he'd have had a producer or a record company involved, they'd have gone, Pete, really? Come on. This is no digging in the dirt. This is no Rhythm of the Heat. This is no Biko. This isn't even Family Snapshot, they would have said. And so, yeah, that's what it's all about. And again, if this was written, if it was like a small little throwaway song at his piano, I imagine it was written for his children, you know, that it was something that he used to sing to his young children, you know, like a because it has a nursery rhyme feel to it. It's a very simplistic view of the world, very simplistic. He's boiled down the summation of human experience to stuff coming out, stuff going in, input, output, input, output, input, output, input, output. Well, I think, again, if this is true, then Peter Gabriel's been reading a lot of, I don't know, nursery rhymes and children's books, because that's what's going in, and this is what's come out, you know. I have so many issues with the words, so many issues with the words. I feel like I'm just being, you know, I don't know. But I listened to this this morning when I walked with my dog and I whistle with a bird. Again, that's an actual lyric. That's an actual lyric from the song. They just feel awkward and clunky and no refinement. You know, they're not refined. Yeah. You know, I stand on two legs and I learn to sing. What? What, Pete? What? Right. I mean, it's like, so we think we really live apart because we've got two legs, a brain and a heart. We all belong to everything, to the octopus's suckers and the buzzard's wing, to the elephant's trunk and the buzzing bee's sting. Oh, fucking hell. Stuff coming out, stuff going in. I-O, coming out, I'm going in. He's coming out, he's going in. He's coming out, going in. He's just a part of everything. Yeah. And then he compares himself to a seed and he spreads out his tubers. It's one of the most horrible images. A tuber. You know, a tuber is, again, the word in here. Why didn't you just go with tendril and be done with it? You know, I find any way to attach and connect. I run like water, no cause or effect. So again, water does have cause and effects. Water isn't random. That's why we have things like oxbow lakes. Pete, come on. Pete. Water finds its own level. It's not random. It ain't random, Gov. It interacts with its environment. Anyway, I'm not. That's my geography A level coming out. Stuff coming out, stuff going in. It's just part of everything. And then it describes the human, again, the final human experience too, when the panting is over and the warmth is running out. That's death. He's describing death. That is one of the worst descriptions of death I've ever heard. Panting. Well, he sounds like he's a fucking dog who's just come back from a run. And then he has it's the illusion that he's somehow going to be sucked up into an oak tree. You know, his goodness, his nutrients. The Peter Gabriel nutrient is going to be sucked into oak tree, and he'll live in the oak tree with life moving in and out of him in the old oak tree. Tie a yellow ribbon round the old oak tree, and that's the song. But there's plenty of stuff coming out and stuff going in. See, I feel like I've gone on a bit about the lyrics, but they really, really annoyed me so much. It doesn't speak to me. There are so many ways you could put this. There are so many better ways you could write this lyric. There are so many better ways you could have written this song. And I was saying to the missus, it reminded me many years ago. I was playing around with some words for a song called Gygo. This was about 94-ish, 92, 94, when I was still learning to put things onto 4-track. And I had this song called Gygo because I was interested in this idea, because Gygo stands for garbage in, garbage out. And it's kind of a bit like this. It's a programming thing. Again, if you put bad code in, you get bad results out. The data is only as good as what you put in. And it was about being affected by your environment, noise and unpleasantness, and so how it affects you. And I wrote it down, and I looked at it and I went, nah, and I just put a line through it because I just didn't think it was working. And I don't think a lot of artists have that sensibility now, again, because it's not just Gabriel, it's again all these people, all these musicians now, because they don't have influences of producers and record companies. They're allowed to do their own thing and self-publish, and we end up with stuff like this. Now again, if you love it, if you think it's the best thing he's ever written, good for you. That's great. I'm glad you're digging it. It's just this is the heart of the album. This is the heart of the album. I refer you to any other lyric. I mean, crikey, even when even stuff from Up were better than this. And we've seen this recently with the other ones like The Court, and there have been some really clunky imagery, presented. Really clunky stuff. Really, it's just clunky. It just feels unwieldy. And the fact that he's got it the wrong way round, it should be oh I, because he's got stuff coming out and stuff going in. But if he'd have said, I'm going in, I'm coming out, that's a different meaning. It means Pico was coming out. If he's got stuff going in and coming out, it sounds like he's having a shit. So that's why he's turned it around. So it should be oh I, but in that, everybody knows what I-O, input, output. It's on the back of your equipment, whatnot. I'm sure he'll allude to that. Oh shit. But musically, I mean, it's all right. The chorus is decent. It's a bit of a, hold your, well, it'd be your phone in the air now, wouldn't it? Because you don't have your lighters in the air anymore. It's a bit of a sing along, and I expected it to be a sing along because of the I-O. Old MacDonald had a farm. I-O. I think I did that joke before, but I'm gonna do it again. So what do I think? I think the music's okay, but the lyric it stinks to high heaven. It's just the worst thing ever, and I'm never going to be able to get over it. I just can't. It's funny because I listened to the one of the versions of Playing for Time. Was it the up-tempo version that he put out the other week? And I quite like that one. I thought that one worked better. So I was thinking of doing a video where I talk about the different versions, but I want some more different versions to come out yet before I commit. Maybe when we get halfway through, I'll do 5, and then I'll do 5 of the alternate versions and talk about those, because I don't really want to, make a video on every version, because I'd be making 3 videos a month, wouldn't I? And I think even that's overkill. I think even I'd bore the living bejesus out of you. But yeah, I did enjoy the Playing for Time up-tempo mix that was done. I thought that worked a bit better. So yeah, some of the mixes are interesting, but this, I can't see it. I can't see a new mix unless he completely rewrites the lyrics, and that ain't going to happen, because this is the heart of the album. Of course, feel free to tell me how I'm wrong in the comment box below, and how much you love it, and how much Peter Gabriel's a genius, etc, etc. But lyrically, okay, if you're going to do that, if you're going to say how brilliant this is, I want you to name a song, just on the lyrics, of Peter Gabriel's that this is better than, other than Family Snapshot or I Go Swimming, the fun songs. But I want you to prove to me that the lyric on this is brilliant by saying it's better than another Peter Gabriel song. There you go, that's my challenge to you. There you go. See if you can rise to the challenge. You'll be hard pressed. Anyway, I've been talking about I.O. because I've got stuff coming out, and I've got mainly coffee going in. Slurp. That annoyed all as well, wasn't it? Yeah. How many tracks do you think we've got left? Do you think this is going for the entire year? Do you think this is not? I'm not enjoying this. Every month I'm like, oh God, how's this going to get worse? I'm hoping that the next track there'll be an uptick in the quality, and the lyrics will be better. But yeah, that's my thoughts on I.O., the Brightside mix from that there Mr. Peter Gabriel. Thank you for watching. There's only one more thing left to say by now. You should know what that is. And that is PROG on.